Shalom everyone, it's Tehila from the Kefar, back with our bi-weekly vocabulary Hebrew lesson, and we are going to continue this week to talk about family and possession. So last week we learned about immediate family members and then also possessive pronouns, so my, our, his, etc. This week we are going to learn about additional family members and then also the verb to have. So I have, we have, he has, etc. And we're going to learn about that verb and how to use it with these additional family members. And with this video, I have all of the words written on the screen. So hopefully for those of you who are more visual learners, this will be more helpful to you. And then I'll have a couple of example sentences as we get towards the end. Okay, so let's get started. So the first two words that we're going to learn are grandfather and grandmother. And the word for grandfather is saba, and the word for grandmother is savta. Okay, so the way that we use the verb to have, it's two words. So we have yesh plus a second word that begins with the prefix lamed. So yesh by itself means there is or there are, but to say have, like for instance, I have a grandfather, we have yesh plus li. So yesh li saba, I have a grandfather. Yesh li savta, I have a grandmother. Okay, so yesh li is I have. So the next two words are grandson and granddaughter. So the word for grandson is neched, and the word for granddaughter is nechda. Okay, neched and nechda. So if I want to say you have, that depends on the gender. So I is gender neutral. It doesn't matter whether I am a man or I am a woman. We're all going to say yesh li for I have. You have for masculine is yesh lecha. So for instance, yesh lecha neched, you masculine have a grandson. Yesh lecha nechda, you masculine have a granddaughter. For feminine, you, it's lach. So yesh lach neched, you feminine have a grandson. Yesh lach nechda, you feminine have a granddaughter. Okay, so yesh lecha is you masculine, you have, and yesh lach for you feminine, you have. Next two words are uncle and aunt. The word for uncle is dod, and the word for aunt is doda. Okay, so dod and doda. So if I want to say he has, for instance, or she has, for he, it's yesh lo. So yesh lo dod, he has an uncle. Yesh lo doda, he has an aunt. Yesh la is she has. So yesh la dod, she has an uncle. Yesh la doda, she has an aunt. Okay, yesh lo, he has. Yesh la is she has. Okay, so let's go over these with these singular pronouns now. So we have yesh li saba, I have a grandfather. Yesh lecha savta, you masculine have a grandmother. Yesh lach neched, you feminine have a grandson. Yesh lo nechda, he has a granddaughter. Yesh la dod, she has an uncle. And if I want to say we have, we, like I is another gender neutral term. It doesn't matter who the speakers are. Yesh lanu. So yesh lanu doda is we have an aunt. Okay, yesh lanu. Next words. Nephew, achyan, and niece is achyanit. So we have achyan and achyanit. So if I wanted to say you, plural, masculine, that's yesh lachem. Okay, so we're talking to a group, plural, or more than one. So plural, masculine, yesh lachem achyan, you all have a nephew. Yesh lachem achyanit, you all, masculine, plural, have a niece. The feminine version of that is lachen. So lachen is feminine, you, plural. Okay, so you're talking to more than one, and it's exclusively feminine. So remember that pronouns in Hebrew, if you have 99 females and one male, you automatically default to the masculine plural pronoun. However, if it's exclusively female, then you use the exclusive female pronoun, which in this case is lachen. So yesh lachen achyan, you all feminine have a nephew. Yesh lachen achyanit, you all feminine have a niece. Okay, so yesh lachem, y'all, masculine. Yesh lachen, y'all, feminine. Last two words, cousin, masculine, and cousin, feminine. Okay, so the way that we say cousin, masculine is literally the son of your uncle. So ben dod, okay? Uncle's son, which is what your cousin is. And feminine cousin or female cousin is bat doda, okay? Literally the daughter of your aunt. So whether or not you say ben dod or bat doda or ben doda or bat dod, it depends. So there's no right or wrong answer. These are two very common ways to say cousin: ben dod for masculine and bat doda for feminine. However, some people have the custom where whoever, whether their uncle or their aunt is their biological relative, that's how they'll call their cousins. So for instance, if your mother's brother gets married, right, that's your aunt, but it's your mother's brother who's biologically related to you. So you're going to refer to your cousins as the son and daughter of your uncle. So ben dod and bat dod. If the flip side, her sister gets married, her sister's husband is now your uncle, but biologically only the aunt is related to you. So you may choose to call your cousins the son and the daughter of your aunt, ben doda and bat doda. Okay, so there's no right or wrong answer. It's whatever the preference is, but this is just a common way: ben dod and bat doda. Okay, so if I wanted to say they have, they masculine is yesh lahem. Okay, don't get confused between lachem and lahem. Yesh lachem is you all, masculine. Okay, so masculine plural. Yesh lahem is they, masculine. Okay, so yesh lahem ben dod, they, masculine, have a male cousin. Yesh lahem bat doda, they, masculine, have a female cousin. Yesh lahen is they, feminine. Okay, so yesh lahen ben dod, they, feminine, have a male cousin. Yesh lahen bat doda, they, feminine, have a female cousin. Okay, so lahem is they, masculine, and lahen is they, feminine. Okay, and one way to remember, because if you see lachem and lachen, very similar, lahem, lahen, very similar, the only difference is the last letter. So just remember mem for masculine, and then you'll always know which is which. So yesh lachem is masculine, yesh lahem, masculine, and then yesh lachen and yesh lahem, yesh lachen and yesh lahen are both feminine. Okay, so now the opposite of yesh, remember, is ein. Okay, not lo. We don't negate this verb using lo, we use ein. So if I wanted to say I don't have, or she doesn't have, or we don't have, instead of using yesh, I'm just going to replace yesh with the word ein. So for instance, I have a nephew, yesh li achyan. I don't have a nephew, ein li achyan. Okay, we have a cousin, masculine, yesh lanu ben dod. We don't have a cousin, ein lanu ben dod. Okay, so anytime you want to say we don't have, you want to negate that, you're just going to replace the word yesh with ein. Okay, and now we're going to just do some example sentences. So the first one, I have a granddaughter. Yesh li nechda. Okay, so you see the yesh because we're saying have. Yesh li is I have, and then nechda. And so in Hebrew, a or an, they don't exist. They're already implied. So we don't have a separate word for a granddaughter. Nechda by itself is a granddaughter. Our second sentence, they, masculine, have an aunt. So we have yesh lahem doda. So yesh, again, have. Who has? Yesh lahem, they, masculine, have doda, an aunt. Okay, so same construct. We don't have a grandfather. So we see here, instead of using yesh, we're going to use ein because we don't have. Okay, so ein, we don't have. Ein lanu, we don't have. Saba. Ein lanu saba, we don't have a grandfather. She doesn't have a cousin. Again, here we're going to use ein instead of yesh because she doesn't have. Okay, so we're negating that. Ein la ben dod. So ein la, she doesn't have. Ben dod is a male cousin. Now, what if we don't want to use pronouns? What if we want to use proper nouns, or we want to use people's names? How do we do this? Very simple. So instead of lanu, lahem, lachen, li, etc., we're just going to take that initial lamed that you hear in lanu, la, lo, lachem, etc., and we're going to attach it to the name or whatever other noun we want to use. For instance, Aunt Sarah has 3 nephews. Okay, so here we don't say she has 3 nephews. It says Aunt Sarah has 3 nephews. So, yesh le doda Sarah shlosha achyanim. Okay, so instead of saying yesh la, she has, we took that initial lamed and we just attached it to her name. So, yesh le doda Sarah, Aunt Sarah has shlosha achyanim, 3 nephews. Another thing to know about these word pairs when we talk about possession, yesh li, yesh lacha, yesh lachem, etc., and also the opposite, ein li, ein lacha, ein lachem, is you can also switch the order, okay? It's very common, actually, to switch the order. So yesh le doda Sarah, and you can also switch those two, so it becomes le doda Sarah, yesh shlosha achyanim. Okay, and the same thing with the examples above. I have a granddaughter, yesh li nechda. You could also say li yesh nechda. Okay, they have an aunt, yesh lahem doda. You could also say lahem yesh doda. Okay, so the word order here is pretty flexible. And in Hebrew, you'll notice that a lot of sentences, there's some flexibility in the syntax and how you structure the sentence. So either one is acceptable. Yesh le doda Sarah or le doda Sarah yesh. You can switch those two. And the same thing goes for the opposite. For instance, grandpa doesn't have nieces. So instead of using yesh le, we're going to use ein le. Okay? So ein le saba achyaniyot. Achyaniyot being the plural of achyanit, niece. So ein le saba, instead of saying ein lo, he doesn't have, we're using his title, grandpa. So ein le saba achyaniyot. And we can also switch that, le saba ein achyaniyot. Okay, so yesh li, li yesh. Yesh lanu, lanu yesh. Ein lacha, lecha ein. Ein lahem, lahem ein. Okay, so either one is acceptable. And that is the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching. You can stay connected on all the different social media platforms. If you have any questions about anything either in this video or a future topic that you'd like to see or anything else, feel free to leave it in the comments below, or you can shoot me an email. And I will see you next Tuesday for our 3rd verb lesson. Shalom.